Hello, everybody. We're going to do YRL Division 2, race number 2 at Rockingham today. We're going to shuffle some cards here and decide how many TV drivers we'll have and what positions they'll be. Then we'll go to qualifying, then on to the race at the Rock. So first, let's see how many TV drivers there'll be. There'll be 5 plus last week's winner, which was Frank Wainscott. So one TV driver will be in the 10th spot. Another TV driver will be 19th. 10, 19, 3 more. The outside pole winner will be a TV driver in the 2 spot. 2 more. The 6th place driver will be a TV driver. And 1 more. The 20th qualifier will be a TV driver. We'll put these guys back in the pack here. And we'll reshuffle here in a minute. And then we'll pick our starting lineup here, qualifying for YRL Division 2, race number 2 at the Rock, Rockingham, North Carolina Speedway. Okay. Shuffle the drivers up, put them in a hat, and we'll start qualifying. Alrighty, put them up there for right now. And first driver out of the hat will be starting 11th. And that'll be the 35 car of Arnold Hunter. Will be starting 11th. Okay, our next position will be the pole. See who's on the pole here at the Rock. And your pole winner for the Rock is John Wise in the 59 car. He'll be on the pole. John Wise. Okay, next position will be the 10th position, and that is a TV driver. Next driver in the 10th will be a TV driver. That'll be Frank Wainscott, so there will only be 5 drivers because he's already a TV driver. He'll be starting in the 10th spot. So we'll have 5 TV drivers at the Rock. Our next driver will be in the 14th position. And that will be Philip Rivers, will be starting 14th in the 64 car. Starting 22nd will be Harrison Jessup, starting 22nd in the 81 car. Starting 19th, and that'll be a TV driver. And your 19th position will be Sam Avalon, and he'll be a TV driver in the 95 car. Starting in the 6th position, and that's a TV driver. Let's see who in the 6th position, a TV driver. And that'll be Oli Nemley. Will be in the 11th car, starting 6th, and a TV driver. Starting 20th, another TV driver. Will be in a 40 car, Doc Soup. Starting 20th, TV driver. Alrighty, sorry about that. Had a phone call. Alrighty, starting 5th, will be Wisecracker Will in the 8 car. Starting 7th, Doc Soup will be a TV driver. And starting 7th will be Jimmy Superstar in the 33 car. Starting 7th. Starting 9th, will be Dunbar Baker in the 99 car. Bunch of 9s there. 9th and then the 99 car. Starting 16th, will be Hot Dog Cravens in the 35 car. 16th. Starting 8th, will be AJ Carter in the 72 car. Starting 8th. Starting lucky number 13 in the 55 car, Taba Trouble, 55 car. Starting 4th, will be Jamie's Son in a 19 car, starting 4th. Starting 18th will be Matt Shaver in the 59 car. Starting third will be Zella Zoom in the 4 car. Starting 12th in the 10 car is Mary Sharpshooter, starting 12th. Starting 21st will be Harrison H in the 45 car. Starting 24th, shotgun to the field, will be ID Gesture in the 77 car. Starting 17th will be Rev Midnight in the 54 car. Starting 23rd will be Randy Pendle in the 27 car. Starting 15th will be Thomas Morgan in the 01 car, starting 15th. And starting second, our last TV driver will be Wayne Bickers in the 72 car. And that's your starting lineup for the race here at the Rock. You got John Wise on pole, Wayne Bickers second, Zoom third, Sun fourth, Will fifth, excuse me, sixth, Naomi, seventh, Superstars, eighth, Carter, ninth, Baker, 10th, Wayne Scott, 11th, Hunter, 12th, Sharpshooter, 13th, Trouble, 14th, Reynolds, 15th, Morgan, 16th, Cravens, 17th, Midnight, 18th, Shaver, 19th, Avalon, 20th, Soup, 21st, Harrison H, 22nd, Jessup, 23rd, Pendle, and shotgun to the field is Gesture. And we're racing here at Rockingham. 15 lap race for Division 2. And we're ready to get this race started here. And here we go to turn number 1. We got a top group reflex in the top group. Can John Wise hold off Superstar here? John Wise does have reflex, so take a 3, a 4, 5, or 6 to beat him. 4, 5, or 6 to beat him. We got a 1-1, no. Ole next. We got a 1-2, no. And last one was Wayne Bickers with a chance to get the lead from John. A 6-3, no. John holds them off on turn 1. We go to turn number 2 at the Rock. We got a top group of star in the top group. How many stars we got? Ole was a star. John doesn't have the star quality, so it only take a 3, 4, 5, or 6 to beat him. 1 or 2 holds them all. A 4, no. Will in the 40 in the 8 car has a shot at him. 4, 5, no. Jamie's son with a shot at John. John's holding them off so far. 5, 4, no. Zoom has a shot at the lead. 3, 3 gets John. We have a change for the lead here on turn number 2. The 4 car of Zoom into the lead. And Bickers with the chance to get the lead away from Zoom. Zoom does have the star, so take a 4, 5, or 6 to get her. 5-2, not going to happen. Zella into the lead here on turn number 2. We head to turn number 3. Again, we'll have a top group, and again, it'll be reflex. The 33 car of Jimmy Superstar with a shot. A 3-1, he gets Zoom. Our second lead change. The 33 car of Soup. Gets the lead. Ole with a shot here. It'll take a 4, 5, or 6 to get the 33 car. 5, 5, 5. Ole has trouble. Trouble for Ole here in turn number 3. What kind of trouble do we have? It's a 55. Odd problem. See if she can get a repair. We're still in the first third of the race. So it takes a 7. See if the crew can repair the car. An 8, no. Ole is the first one out of the race. The 11 car will finish 24th. Okay. John Wise with the chance to retake the lead. 5-3, no. Wayne Bickers with another shot at the lead. A 3-2, no. Holds them off. Let's see who moves up here to the top group. Carter moves up. I'll see who moves out of the bottom group. Doc Soup moves up. We got 23 cars running here at the Rock after 3 turns, heading into turn number 4. We got a bottom group TV, and there's no TV drivers in the bottom group. Go to turn number 5. Top group TV in the top group, that's Wayne Bickers. Takes a 3 or better to get him. And a 4-5 doesn't go. Jimmy's holding them off. We go to turn number 6. And we got a middle group of skill. First time in the middle group. Soup just moved up on the 2 turns ago. with a chance to move up to the top group. A 6, no. Not happening. Who else has skill? Matt Shaver has skill. 6, no. Midnight with skill. A 1, 6, 5. He gets Carter. Midnight goes from 16th up to 7th. Carter drops back. Next one up is Thomas Morgan. A 4, no. Mary Sharpshooter. A 4, no. Arnold Hunter. 4, no. Frank Wainscott, last week's winner at Daytona, gets a 2, 5, 4. Moves up the 6th spot, goes from 9th to 6th. Zoom, who had the lead earlier, drops back to 9th. And Baker with a shot to move up. 5, 6, no. We go to the pits. First and only pit stop of the race. It'll be the middle group, 4 and 6 switch spots. And a middle group fast pit. First one up will be Baker. He needs a 7 or less. And he gets it. Baker gets a chip. Let's get some of them out here. Baker gets a chip. Next up is Zoom. Needs a 4 or less. No. Hunter. 6 or less. No. Sharpshooter, 6 or less. No. Trouble has no chance. Is a 0. Reynolds, 5 or less. Gets a chip. Philip Reynolds gets a chip. Sam's up next with a 6. Gets a chip. Doc Soup with a 6. Gets a chip. Crews are coming through here today at the Rock. Carter with a 5. Gets a chip. Shaver with a 2. Doesn't get a chip. Morgan with a 6. Doesn't get a chip. And last, Cravens with a 5. Doesn't get a chip. Move these fast pick guys up. We got 5 drivers in the middle group with fast pits. See if anybody could beat the 33 car out of the pits here. It is the 3 car and a 2. Yes, Jamie Sun gets the lead here in the 19 car on turn 7 rather. Okay, here we go on to turn number 8. Halfway through the race, cross flags are out. Here at the Rock, we got a top group rare and a problem. First, we'll do the rare. See what kind of rare thing we had happen. A 63 pit error. So we'll see what driver in the top group had a pit error. It was the 5 car. Last week's winner, Frank Wainscott. He'll drop back to the bottom group. Now we'll see who has the problem in the top group. Move everybody up here with the problem. And we'll re-roll the dice to see who has the problem. And it is the 2 car. John Wise, our pole sitter, has a problem. It's a 65 On the problem, black flag smoke from under the hood, roll for repair. We're in the middle part of the race. Take a 5 to stay in a race. He gets it. John Wise stays in the race, drops back to 23rd. We'll see who moves up here into the top group. And Philip Reynolds moves up to the top group. We'll see who moves up from the bottom group. Not Harris Jessup. It'll be Randy Pendle will move up. Again, we still have 23 cars running here at the Rock. And we're on to turn number 9. Turn 9. We got top group, trouble, and a problem. Trouble in the top group. Sun's escape is a 7. He doesn't escape. Sun's involved in the wreck. We're going to have a new leader here. Bickers needs a 7 to escape. Gets it. He'll move up to the lead here on turn number 9. 72 Bickers gets the lead after the wreck here. See if the superstar needs a 10 or lower. He survives the wreck. Midnight a 4 or lower. He doesn't. He's involved in the wreck. Wisecracker a 2 or lower. He's involved in the wreck. Baker a 5 or lower. He's involved in the wreck but has a chip, uses it, and stays out of it. Philip Reynolds a 7 or lower. He survives the wreck and doesn't need to use his chip. There was 3 drivers in the top group, so we'll head to the middle group. See what happens here. Sam needs a 6 or lower. Gets it. He moves up. Doc Soup needs a 6 or lower. Doesn't get it, but uses his chip. He'll move up. AJ, 7 or lower to avoid the wreck. Does. Keeps his chip. Zoom, an 8 or lower. Survives, makes it through. Hunter, 6 or lower. Doesn't, is involved in the wreck. Sharpshooter, 6 or lower. Makes it through the wreck. Trouble, definitely does. Trouble makes it through. Matt Shaver, 10 or lower, makes it through. Yes, he does. Morgan, 6 or lower. No, Morgan is involved in the wreck. Hot Dog, see if he can make it through. A 7, yes, he makes it through. Harrison H, a 6, makes it through. Last one in the middle group, a 6 for Pendle, doesn't make it through. Everybody in the bottom group will move up because there wasn't 6 cars involved in the middle. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars involved in the wreck, and we still got the problem in the top group to deal with. But first we'll see how many of these cars are able to repair and stay on the track. First one up is Pendle. Middle part of the race, he'll need a 5 or better. Sorry, a 7 or better to stay in the race. No. 27 Pendle will finish 23rd. Exactly where we start the race at. Qualified 23rd, finishes 23rd. Next up is Morgan. He gets a 7. He stays in the race. Hunter is up next. Gets a 7, stays in the race. Next up is Wisecracker. Gets a 4, stays in the race. Next up is Midnight. Gets a 3, stays in the race. Last one, it was our leader, Jamie Sun, gets an 11. He is out of the race. He will finish 22nd. 19 Sun. finishes 22nd. So 2 cars didn't make it through the wreck. Now we got a problem, which might have caused the whole wreck. See who the problem is. It's the 4 car, Sam Avalon. What kind of problem? It's a 25 coolant problem. He probably dropped some oil, some radiator fluid on the track, and he'll need a 5 or lower to stay in the race. And he doesn't get it. Sam Avalon is out of the race and will finish 21st in the 95 car. Since we're under caution, just move everybody up. And we'll have 20 cars running here. That was turn 9, a caution on turn 10. 5 little turns to go, folks, here at the Rock. We got a middle group star. Middle group star. First one up is Wisecracker. 6 isn't going to happen. Next up is Midnight. 5's not going to happen. Harrison H with the shot to move up to the top group. 5's not going to happen. Matt Shaver gets a 6, not going to happen. Trouble gets a 6, not going to happen. And that's it for the middle group this turn. We're in the turn number 12 now. Middle group again. This time it'll be Control. Hunter's up. He gets a 1, 4, 3. Gets Doc Soup. Goes from 19th up to 5th. Hunter does. Next up is John Wise, our pole winner. He gets a 5, not happening. ID Gesture. He started dead last on the field with a chance to get to the top group. A 3, 4, 5. Hunter doesn't stay in 5th very long. Drops back to 14th. ID Gesture moves up into the top group in the top 5. Next up is Harrison Jessup. The chance to move up. Gets a 1, 2, 5. Takes over 3rd from Mr. Baker. Jessup from 13th up to 3rd. Next up is Hot Dog. Hot Dog gets a 4, no. Next up is Trouble. Gets a 3, 3, 2. Harrison doesn't stay up in 3rd very long. Trouble goes from 9th up to 3rd. Drops Harrison back to 9th. And last one in the middle group is the Sharpshooter. Gets a 4, no. 3 turns to go here at the Rock. Turn number 13 will be a middle group TV. Doc Soup up first in the middle group. Gets a 6, no. Last one in the middle group, Frank Wines Scott. Last week's winner at Daytona. Gets a 4, no. 2 turns to go, folks, here at the Rock. 2 turns to go. We got a top group of Control. Top group Control. And we got Chips in this top group. There will be a lead change here. We got Zoom with a shot at the lead. Bickers doesn't have Control, so it'll take a 1 or a 2 for him to fend it off. A 1, 3. Zoom gets the lead again. Second time up in the lead here on turn 14. Zoom won't keep it very long unless these guys with chips roll triples. AJ Carter with a shot at the lead with a chip. Again, it'll take a Zoom did not get the lead, didn't have Control. That would have been Carter. Would have got the lead without using a chip. Sorry about that, folks. Did not notice Zoom did not have a chip. So Carter gets the lead without using his chip. It's looking pretty good here. Carter with the lead. And now we move on to ID gesture. Takes a 4, 5, or 6. Carter has a chip. 6, 4, no. Reynolds with the chip. A 2, 5 gets him. He'll use his chip, and then he'll use his chip to get the lead. So Philip Reynolds with takes over the lead here on turn 14 in the 64 car. Reynolds, our new leader here at the Rock on turn 14. Next up is Trouble. Last driver in the top group with Trouble will be Trouble. A 3 and a 5. She'll get the lead from Reynolds. 55 car on turn 14. A lot of movement here in the top group. Race is nearing an end. We go to the white flag. White flag's out here at the Rock. Last lap. Will Trouble be able to hold on? We got a middle group with Trouble and a Problem. So we will have another winner. Our second winner will be Trouble. See what happens here in the middle group with Trouble first before we get to the Problem. We'll do the Problem first since it's the last lap first. See who the driver is since it's the last lap. 54 for the middle group will be the 5 even. John Wise has a problem. It's a 55. Bump from odd problem. We'll roll an odd problem chart. 35. Driver error to the end of the bottom group. So John will be in the bottom group here. We'll move up Morgan. And here we go with the Trouble now. Mary Sharpshooter is involved in the wreck. Harrison Jessup is involved in the wreck. Matt Shaver is not. He avoids the wreck. Hot Dog Craven avoids the wreck. Harrison H does not. He's involved in the wreck. Baker is involved in the wreck. Hunter is involved in the wreck. Frank Wainscott avoids the wreck. Midnight does not avoid the wreck. Will, Wisecracker Will, does not. He's involved in the wreck. Doc Soup does not. He's involved in the wreck. Morgan avoids the wreck. And we go to the bottom group since 6 cars is involved in the wreck. And John Wise does not. He's involved in the wreck. It'll take a 5 for him to repair the car. First up is John Wise. He does survive. They repair the car. See where he'll finish at. Next up is Doc Soup. He's out of the race in the 40 car. He'll finish 20th. Doc Soup. Next up is Will. Wisecracker Will does not get the car fixed. Wisecracker Will finish 19th. Next up is Midnight. does not get the car fixed will finish 18th. Hey, John, how are you doing? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, caused the wreck and was able to get the car fixed. Hunter will not survive the wreck. 35 car will finish 17th. Next up is Baker. Does not survive the wreck in the 99 car, will finish 16th. Next up, Harrison H. Does not survive the wreck. He will finish 15th. Harrison H in the 45 car. Harrison Jessup in the 81 car does not survive the wreck. Harrison will finish 14th. Harrison Jessup. And the last car involved in the wreck, Mary Sharpshooter, does not survive the wreck. And that is your race here at the Rock. Your winner in the 55 car, Taba Trouble. Doing well, thanks, John. Yeah, doing well. So our winner here at the Rock, the 55 car, Taba Trouble. Finishing second in the 33 car, Jimmy Superstar. In the 33 car. Finishing third in the 64 car, Philip Reynolds. Finishing fourth in the 72 car, AJ Carter. Finishing fifth, starting dead last, ID Gesture. Makes it into the top 5. Finishing sixth in the 72 car is Wayne Bickers. Yeah, I got mine done. As long as I don't owe, I'm good with that. Good luck to you. Hopefully it doesn't take long for him to get it done for you. Finishing seventh in the 4 car, Zella Zoom. Finishing eighth in the 59 car is Matt Shaver. Finishing ninth in the 35 car is Hot Dog Cravens. Finishing 10th, last week's winner at Daytona, Frank Wainscott. Finishing 11th in the 01, Thomas Morgan. And finishing 12th, our pole winner, John Wise. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lead changes. Looks like maybe Vickers might have led the most laps. We'll have to look at that. You had John Wise leading, Zoom leading, Superstar leading, Sun leading, Bicker leading, Carter leading, Reynolds, and then Trouble led the most important ones, the last two turns. Alrighty, I'll get this off, send it over to PJet, the results, and update the standings, send it over to him so he can update the website. Hope y'all enjoyed the race. Maybe later on the day I'll do Division 1, and they'll be at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So y'all have a good afternoon. Again, and if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and then hit the little bell to get reminders of when things will be shown. Like I say, hopefully later on this afternoon, I'll do YRL Division 1 at Atlanta. Leave your thoughts and comments down at the bottom. Hit the like button. Again, y'all have a good afternoon. Talk to y'all maybe here in a few hours.